Good afternoon, and I'm very delighted to be here as one of the 5,000 attendees for this conference. And as you know, actually, Alibaba is a leading e-commerce company, not in China, but in the world. So the last year, the Taobao.com, that's our major C2C website, actually reached to about 200 billion US dollars in terms of the total GMV. And this year, actually, we expected around probably more than 300 billion US dollars in terms of total GMV. So it is pretty exciting. Now we are living in the age of the internet. And actually, the Alibaba, founded 15 years ago, started with a very small dream, is make sure that people could do their business easily all over the world. Actually, internet is helping us realize this dream. And we create a lot of new things in terms of the business innovation and technology innovation. And in China, we created actually a new, I would say, the new festivals for Chinese consumers. So November 11 actually is a no-names day in China before. But started about 5 years ago, and we thought, okay, we need a day for all Chinese consumers. So 5 years ago, we started an event we call the Singles Day. That's November 11th, okay. And it was amazing. If you can see in the past 5 years, the people just get excited about the day that they went to the Taobao and to buy the things they like. So the last year, we created it's a record for that day. So in the last November 11th, for that single days, and almost more than 120 million people went on Taobao and buy things, and for that particular days, and we reached around 3 billion US dollars in terms of the GMV. That's already big than eBay plus Amazon in US. And 2 days ago, that's this year's November 11th, okay. And we break our record last year. So in this one single days, and we reach almost 70 billion US dollars in just one day in terms of the GMVs. So this is pretty exciting, you know. With the internet, we created a lot of new things, both in terms of the business and in terms of technology. So today, I'm going to talk about the other businesses that we're running at Alibaba. We are the leading cloud service company in China. And there's hundreds and hundreds of small companies that are using our cloud service to start with a new business. And here is just a list, a few of them. And today, actually, I'm going to share some of the story of these companies. And we are pretty excited about these small companies, all new companies. They actually use the cloud to create something they would never see or never imagine before. So the first company that I want to share that are running our cloud is what we call the Pre-Crab. It's a very small company, and start with the young guys, and start with 3 young people, okay. And when we started, only like 20 people, and after only 2 years, and one of the game they actually developed called the Headmaster of Kung Fu Sect was one of the most popular games on iOS and the Android. And thinking about it, with only 50 people, they can have the revenue around $500,000 a month, okay. And I met with the people. I'm really excited about the passion, about the innovation on the internet. And the good thing for this young company, they actually acquired it by the other company in China just a few months ago with about 2.8 million US dollars, okay, or 280 million US dollars. So we really see that with if you truly believe that the internet is something that's going to change the world, and if you really believe your team, you really can do something great even with a small team. So the next company that I want to share that also run our cloud service is a very small company. It's only 3 people. It has only 3 people. And they started this company about 10 years ago with a single person and with their own salary to support this. The mission for this company is just want to have developers in China. It's very simple. And with our cloud, now they actually, with their very limited funding, they can help a lot of people. Like what you see over here, they basically got about 500,000, almost 500,000 registered users. So every day, they got about 1.5 people visit them. Thinking about even with like 3 people, you could still do something, have a great impact on the society. And when I met the founders, I really can see from his eye that actually the technology together with the developers can really change the way of people to work and to live. This is the 3rd company that we're working together with them, and you probably know the CSDN.net is one of the largest developed communities in China, and it has the CSDN.net has about 20 million registered developers on this community. So the code.csdn.net is a project. They want to have something like a GitHub in China to help developers in China. It is amazing. You see that actually when they start this project, it only takes about 100 days for them to set up this. And when they open up to all the developers in China, it took only 3 days to get 30,000 registered developers. And by this example, we truly believe that actually internet is something that you can use to expand your business and very quickly. And this is another game company that was in the very remote area in China. It's based in Chengdu. That's the city. That's probably the closest biggest city to the Tibet. Okay. And it's very remote. It may take like 4 hours to fly from Shanghai to the Chengdu. But that's even in that remote area with the cloud, you can do great things, and you can do things that actually have the impact globally. So just as a list over here, this is probably the most successful game developer in China in terms of the games in the app store. So when the 2 founders visited us in the Hangzhou just a month ago, and I'm really glad that actually they can build a team and in a west part of China, and it's not a technology area. So if you look at all the cloud service that we covered in China, it's covered every province in China, including like Hong Kong, and we are amazed by how people can realize, cloud is the important infrastructure for a successful internet company, particularly for the mobile internet company. And this is an example that I really want to share with you. It's basically, you can conceive it as the pendulum of China. Actually, it's founded by a group of people. They used to work at Microsoft, and also most of the people actually used to be the founding member for the Hulu Beijing office. And they started this project a few years ago, and with all of the effort, you can see today they got 1 million daily active users. It's pretty successful. This is the not one of them, but this is the largest a music service provider in the Chinese-speaking world. And also the cloud, together with the developer, actually forced a lot of innovation you probably could never never could imagine before. And this is a camera 360 is the company. Their mission is to redefine the mobile photographer with the mobile phone. And when we first started with them about 3 years ago, we never could imagine how fast they can grow. So today, and they got more than 6 million photos uploaded every day. So we're pretty happy to see that we got the photo all from China and from the world. And with the company that based in China, but have the users from almost 130 countries. It is amazing. This is like what I feel that when I was in this conference, this is my first time to be in Finland, and it's my first time to be in this conference, but it got people from all the other countries. And you definitely can see with the internet, all your work will be spread to the place that internet can reach us. Okay. It's pretty amazing pictures. And this is also, I think it's very popular in China because with the Chinese culture, people really like, things like cartoons, okay. This is the app, and just turn the picture into the cartoon, okay. And this is a very new company. And I first knew this company only a month ago, when have a develop conference in the Hangzhou. It's pretty similar what like Slush is doing. It's a conference to help startups. Okay, so I just know a week ago about this application. So within a day after the launch, it's got about 3.25 million users. It's pretty amazing, and I don't think that any small company could get such amount of user without help from cloud. So this really goes back to our mission that actually when we start this Alibaba Cloud Computing, our goal is really help all these startup company and small companies. They don't have this infrastructure to support their fast growth of their business. And I think the moment camera is the best example that we can have. And also the Chupai is the other example that actually it's a very small company with around like 20 people, but what this app is doing is pretty much what another big company in China called Tencent is doing. So Tencent have actually copied the Chupai and launched their own application called Weisi. So with the cloud, we really have the opportunity to help a small company to compete with a big company, even though that's one of the biggest internet company in China. And I think we are pretty happy to help these small companies. This is the last one. And I'm not going to talk about the application itself, but the team is really interesting. The three co-founders actually studied and worked in Ireland prior back to China. And we're pretty happy that actually, we can have the cloud service to help these people. They want to back to China to start their new business. The last two examples that I want to share with you is more than an internet startup company, but just to help you thinking about with the cloud, and you can do something different. And this is actually a cartoon film that was on in the movie in the last summer. And it's also a very small company. They don't have money to build a large computing infrastructure to do the rendering. So cloud actually helped them. And as you can see, the number over here, it used the CPU hours more than the after, the needs, okay. And we're pretty happy to help this. And I really like the word from the founders of this company. And they realized that, okay, with the help of the cloud, impossible is impossible thing. So basically it means everything is possible that with the help of the cloud. And last two example, I'm very proud because what we can do with the cloud in China probably more than what we can do in the rest of the world. So financial service probably the most mission critical and has the highest safety standard for cloud service. And we are very happy we are serving these customers as well, okay? And the Tianhong is a very small, is unknown name of the asset management company in China years ago, okay? And when they launch a new product, they call the Yuebao. It's a product for the like a mutual fund, okay? When we start that, they have to move their own all IT infrastructure for a traditional IT infrastructure to the cloud, and they decide to do that. So within the 5 months, okay, it has almost about 17 times growth. Now it is the largest currency market fund in China. So thinking about even with the traditional financial service, with the support of cloud, you can move from no-names company to one of the biggest companies in that country. So that's pretty exciting. And the last one I want to show you is an insurance company. We are pretty happy, It is the first ever insurance company that without no regional office and without its own physical IT infrastructure. It's run all the service complete on cloud. And actually, it just announced a weeks ago, and it's completely a data-driven company. If you have a chance to visit Shanghai, you definitely need to visit this company. It's pretty exciting. So here's my last slide. So we are not just working on the cloud. And 3 years ago, we started on a mobile operating system. We called the cloud operating system for the mobile devices. And in Chinese, we call the Yun OS. And the idea is very simple. We have cloud to support the software developers. But in China, and also I believe around the world, there's a lot of hardware developers. They can make really good hardwares, like phones. And with slides, we just list a few of the handset manufacturers in China. They have no brand name today, but they do have very high quality manufacturing capability to make the phones. So with this operating system, we want to help people. They do have the ability to produce the good and quality phone, but they don't have the brand name today. So with the help of our e-commerce service and of this mobile operating system, we do believe we can help these people to have a brand and a brand phone that can compete with the Samsung and with the other big phone manufacturer that actually are well known today. So this shares the same philosophy we have. With the software and with the technology, we can help the startups, we can help the more people. And I just want to give one example. I list over here that G5 actually is a no-names phone manufacturer in China. In the November 11th events that we had in the last week, 2 days ago, G5 actually sold 18,000 phone set in just 37 seconds, okay. So thinking about, it's a no names company, they can do that. So I truly believe with the cloud with the mobile operating system, we really can help startups, we have small company to do something that we never think is possible, okay? So that's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.